Today, we will talk about Top 10 places to visit in Paris. If we had to select 10 places, here are the ones we would recommend you to visit in Paris. 1. Eiffel Tower. What would Paris be without its symbolic Eiffel Tower? Built by Gustave Eiffel to commemorate the centenary of the French Revolution, it is presented at the Exposition Universelle in Paris in 1889. 324 meters high, it is one of the most visited monuments in the world with nearly 7 million visitors a year. The first floor houses the Eiffel Tower 58, which extends over 2 levels, 58 meters above the ground as its name suggests. On the second floor, the view is the best at 115 meters because you have a diving view on the ground below. Finally, on the third floor at 275 meters, you can see what the office of Gustave Eiffel was. For the more adventurous one, it is possible to use the stairs and climb the steps, 1,665 to the summit. The ascent of the Eiffel Tower is a must to enjoy the magnificent view of Paris. 2. Notre Dame Cathedral. One of the most enduring symbols of Paris, Notre Dame de Paris, also known as Notre Dame, a Roman Catholic cathedral, is located on the eastern half of the Ile de la Cité. It is widely considered one of the finest examples of French Gothic architecture in France and Europe. Begun in 1163 and completed in 1345, this cathedral is a sight with its portals surrounded by as many sculptures and gargoyles that adorn the roof. We advise you to walk around the cathedral, then go inside and climb the 387 steps to the top of the towers. The climb to the top of the towers can be exhausting, but you will get a panoramic view of the region and see the famous gargoyles up close. 3. Louvre Museum. The Louvre is the most visited art museum in the world. Located in the heart of Paris, this historic building is a former royal palace, with an area of 210,000 square meters including 60,600 for the exhibitions. The museum is housed in the Louvre, originally a fortress built in the late 12th century under Philip II. The remains of the fortress are visible in the basement of the museum. 4. Champs-Elysees, Arc of Triumph. Under the spell of ancient Roman architecture, Napoleon commissioned Jean Chagrin the design of a triumphal arch dedicated to the glory of imperial armies. Built in the 19th century, it is the largest monument of its kind in the world. Impressive sculptures adorn its pillars. In addition, the names of 558 generals and the great victories are engraved on the top of the arch. Under the Arc de Triomphe is the tomb of the unknown soldier of France. The panoramic terrace above the door offers a beautiful view of Paris. 50 meters high, 45 meters wide and 22 meters deep, the Arc de Triomphe is located on the Place de l'Étoile, which leads to the Champs-Élysées, which is nicknamed the most beautiful avenue in the world. It stands on 1.9 kilometers between Place de la Concorde and the Arc de Triomphe. 5. Cruise on the Seine. Find the best way to visit the City of Light enjoying a cruise on the Seine, especially at night. When the sun sets, the monuments are lit slowly. You get a panoramic view to the forefront so you can enjoy the beauty of Paris, Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, Pont Alexandre III and many more. You can also enjoy a dinner cruise on the Seine aboard a boat. For about 2 hours, you are welcomed. 6. Montmartre. Montmartre is a hill located in the north of Paris, 130 meters high, having its name to the surrounding neighborhood. It is best known for the white-domed Basilica of the Sacred Heart, at the top. It was completed in 1919 and honors the French victims of the Franco-Prussian War of 1870. If you're in the area, do visit the Square of Tertre, few blocks from the Basilica. There are many artists setting up their easels to paint tourists or exhibit their work. Place du Tertre is a reminder of the time when Montmartre was the hub of modern art in the early 20th century. Many artists such as Amedeo Modigliani, Claude Monet, Pablo Picasso and Vincent van Gogh worked there. The Espace Salvador Dalí, a museum dedicated primarily to sculpture and drawings of the Spanish painter, can be found a few steps from the Square of Tertre. The famous cabaret Moulin Rouge is located in Montmartre. 7. Palace of Versailles. The Château de Versailles is the most famous castle in France. Built in the 17th century as a symbol of military power of France and as a demonstration of French supremacy in Europe, Versailles was the seat of political power in the Kingdom of France from 1682 to 1789. This huge complex of buildings, Gardens and terraces is definitely a must for any visitor who will be captivated by exceptional accommodations, lavish decorations, furniture and gilded works of Renaissance art. Visit Versailles. You will start by the state apartments and the famous Hall of Mirrors, the Queen's Chamber. Do not forget to stroll through the famous French gardens. 8. The Latin Quarter, Luxembourg Park. The Latin Quarter of Paris is located on the left bank of the Seine, around the Sorbonne. Known for its student life, lively atmosphere and bistros, the Latin Quarter is the home to many higher education institutions, such as the École Normale Supérieure, the École des Mines de Paris or the École Polytechnique. The area takes its name from the Latin language, which was once widespread in and around the university since Latin was the international language of learning in the Middle Ages. The Luxembourg Park is a private garden open to the public created in 1612 at the request of Marie de Médicis to accompany the Luxembourg Palace. The Parisians affectionately call it the Luco. The garden surrounds the Palais du Luxembourg, where the Senate seats. Redesigned by André Le Notre, it is very pleasant to walk around. You will also find an orchard, several varieties of apples, an apiary and a greenhouse with orchid collection. There are 106 statues, a bronze reduction of the Statue of Liberty and 3 beautiful fountains. 9. Moulin Rouge. The Moulin Rouge is a cabaret known as the spiritual birthplace of the famous French cancan. Located at the foot of Montmartre Hill in the heart of Pigalle, it was built in 1889 by Joseph Aller and Charles Zidler. Initially introduced as a courtship dance, the cancan made possible the birth of the cabaret, now present in many countries around the world. Today, the Moulin Rouge is a tourist attraction, providing entertainment for visitors from around the world. Its style and its name have been imitated and borrowed from other nightclubs around the world, Las Vegas, for example. In addition, many films have helped the reputation of the cabaret, such as Baz Luhrmann's movie in 2001. 10. Disneyland Paris. Fans of Mickey can visit Disneyland Paris, which is located 32 kilometers from central Paris, with a connection to the suburban Rouergue. Disneyland Paris has 2 theme parks, Disneyland, with Sleeping Beauty's castle, and Walt Disney Studios. Top attractions are Space Mountain, It's a Small World and Big Thunder Mountain. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.